So we are here today in a new edition of Investigative Reporting, and I will be interviewing economist Kyle and Gabriela. We will be discussing about outsourcing and its impact in today's economy.
Kyle, I'm an economist.
And I'm Gabriela. I'm also an economist. Thank you for having me.
So, outsourcing is basically an effective cost-saving strategy which is achieved by subcontracting services, goods, or labor to outside sources.
What can you tell us about Nike and its outsourcing?
So, Nike is a perfect example. What they do is they take jobs from America and they outsource them to a country like China. There's other countries like Taiwan, um, even Italy. These are some of the examples, but they probably have 50 plus countries where they outsource jobs to from America, which could be in America, but they're saving a lot of money by through the labor force, which is a lot cheaper than it would be here in America.
Tell me more about Nike.
Nike outsources and hires employees at a lower rate due to the outsourcing. Like for example, in countries like China, it allows them to cut salary costs and invest in other areas such as mass advertising and consumer satisfaction. The other benefits of outsourcing jobs to other countries, for example, for Nike, is at least lower operational costs because they don't have to upkeep the factories, and it leads to a higher return in
All of
profit.
its outsourcing, it doesn't create a negative impact in the U.S. economy.
Well, yes, like Kyle was explaining us before, outsourcing is taking labor from the United States to different countries, and this is to eliminate costs. So the economic impact in America would be both an advantage or a disadvantage. There are many people who argue about if it is good or bad for the economy. What I can tell you, if we take the example of Nike, is that by Nike outsourcing its labor to China and other countries, what they're doing is they're creating the opportunity for consumers to buy products at a lower price. This being said, they have more money to spend in different things, different products, like for example, food. So it doesn't really affect the economy in spending costs.
So the question you asked me was, what does IBM consist of, and what does it do? Well, our company is responsible for the production of different products for a line of business servers, storage products, custom-made design microchips, and application software. That's basically what we do, and this is all for international business and for the secret to our success. Well, our company, IBM, remained a successful company for so long due to its ability to basically, we're really good at adapting our products and services to changing marketplaces. And we learned that efficiency is the key in any profitable business. Therefore, the idea of outsourcing became introduced. Later on, I'll explain to you more in depth what outsourcing means, but basically, our outsourcing is our secret for our success. The way we practice outsourcing here in IBM is we basically send our jobs that we would provide to Americans here in the US to people outside foreign countries such as India, China, Germany, anyone like a third world party. And the reason why we do this is to cut costs since it's cheaper and the salaries we pay are lower. It's advantage to us, and we end up saving more money in the end. In 1911, when IBM was first created, the founders only hired American employees that were only located in New York. Now that's 2014, New York labor markets have noticed an extreme decline in American jobs due to the uprising and outsourcing. Since outsourcing has been something that's been remarkable in our company, we have learned that it is more beneficial from a business standpoint to ship our jobs to foreign countries such as India, China, and the Philippines, and etc., due to their lower cost. The average IBM pay in India is $17,000 a year, while an IT specialist in the US would bring in $100,000 per year, leaving IBM with savings of $83,000 per year. As you can see, the difference here is extreme.
First of all, for those who doesn't know, comparative advantage is the ability of a country or an entity to produce a product, a good, at the lowest opportunity cost possible, that is, the cheapest price you can get it done. Other countries have a comparative advantage over the United States in the labor force, as we already know. That's because they require lower wages on their employees' payments. Also, they can work a 12 plus hour shift without going into overtime compensation like it will happen here in the States. Besides that, they do not require employee benefits like, for example, the 401k compensation, the health insurance, and more. Another benefit of moving these factories to foreign countries are the tax exceptions the government provides us to bring jobs to their economy. Besides that, this government gives us less regulations in the building of factories, giving us a lot of savings. Factor to take in consideration for the opportunity cost we get by moving the company's factories outside the United States is the natural resources these countries have. For example, many of our products, like the motherboards and chips we produce, require minerals and elements that are very rare, and these mines lie in countries like China and India. That saves us the cost of transporting these elements and materials to the United States for building. That being said, we'll make the products in other foreign countries with engineers at a cheaper wage. Then we'll move them to the United States, assemble them there if needed, and sell them to the world.
Hi, I'm Gloria Scollin and I'm an employee for IBM, and my job's main description is to ensure that all of our outsourced jobs and the people that work for us in other countries are getting the best possible care and the benefits that they deserve. And I'm here to answer a few questions on our outsourced jobs. The first being, how exactly is it beneficial to them to work for us and being in a different country than to do the same job in India, and what they would get paid and all that. So the people that work for IBM in different countries as India and China, etc., they prefer to work with us and for us because we offer them a job that pays a way higher annual salary, and they would be, to do the same job in India or China, they would get paid half that. So even though what we would offer them at being around $20,000 annually, even though that's a lot less than what we would pay an American employee to do the same job that they're doing, it still exceeds what they could make with the amount of education that they do have. These are people who are college graduates, and they're not getting paid nearly as much as they should be and deserve to be paid for the amount of education that